Joe from Joe K Models here. Thanks for checking out my time-lapse photo build of the Tamiya Wildcat. And I just want to take a few moments to talk about the model. First of all, this is an excellent model. As far as the fit goes and everything, you will not be disappointed with it. This particular model is very special to me because this is one of those models that I built and maybe you can relate to, where you made a very big jump in where you were at as a modeler. Before this, pretty artsy guy, so I was able to put together models and make them look okay, but this is the first model where I felt took it to another level for myself personally. This is the first time that I tried to do, pre-shading on the panel lines. This is the first model I truly used an airbrush on. This is the first time that I masked the canopy up with Tamiya tape, as I had seen so many other modelers doing on their channels. And, one person that I have to give a shout out to is Brett G, because I built this model and he has a beginner series and it's a couple videos long and they're very detailed and very, you can walk through pretty much all the steps with them, and that's what I did. So I had a lot of firsts on this model, and if it wasn't for his videos, I know it wouldn't have turned out like this. So big shout out to him, and definitely appreciate it. And if you want to try to make this model and you want to try some new things and you want to use the Tamiya extra thin, you want to know how to sand the panel lines, I highly recommend that you check out that series and you follow along, because those were things that I didn't necessarily know how to do, and thanks to that series I was able to do them, I think, pretty effectively. So the one that he does, he didn't weather it like mine. That's something that I chose to do. He did a very clean build, and I wanted to try a couple other things. I was having so much fun, so that's why you see some of the metal parts on here. And then I just used a flat aluminum with a brush like that. I didn't use hairspray or anything. I built the model along with them, and then after that I added these effects on top. So unlike the Corsair that I did last time, where I actually used techniques to weather it and go under the paint, this one I just did all on top, and I think this turned out pretty good for doing that. So and it looks pretty convincing to me. I also did some different weathering with the gun smoke and a little bit here outside of the engine. The canopy, like I said, is the first time I really masked it. I have the interior green, all stuff that Brett shows off on that beginner series. And first time I tried to make some semblance of custom seat belts. I think this may have come with a decal for the seat belts, but I made this out of the Tamiya tape, so first time trying that. Overall, very good detail on this kit. Very happy with it. The one thing that I would improve upon next time is perhaps the antenna wire. I just used stretch sprue, and I think this is one of my first attempts at using it. So it's not exactly extremely tight there, but I still think it does a good job. I'm not sure if they were always tight, but I'm looking at the bottom here. The undercarriage, even though it looks kind of a little bit of a job, wasn't hard at all. Like I said, everything fit together so well that I didn't really have issues with that. And Brett did a really great job walking through the build. Also used some Tamiya panel line accent black. So very cool model. Highly recommended if you want to try it. Beginner could do this one. Like I said, you don't have to go to town on all the weathering. It's a pretty simple camo scheme. I actually like the the roundels and everything. Makes it kind of colorful. The Americans actually stopped using the red circle in there because it was too closely like the Japanese one, so they stopped doing that. But it's a very colorful airplane. I really like it, and definitely enjoy building it. So with that, thanks for checking out the video, and I'll see you on the next build.